Hello everybody, welcome to the Vikings rebuild. Hopefully you guys come to enjoy this team as much as I don't, because I'm a Packers fan. We have Cam Akers, Justin Jefferson, KJ Osborne, and Jordan Addison. Already demoted KJ Osborne down because he was at the number 2 spot, so I shuffled him down a little bit after how bad he kind of looked early in this season. And then Jordan Addison looked pretty good, so I'll just put him up there and make sure that he's playing the slot or someone else other than KJ Osborne is. And then I'll get everything else dialed. We've got big contracts to renew this season. Ivan Pace is actually taking that middle linebacker 2 spot over from Brian Asamoah. So I mean, I'm not actually going to make that switch because I'm also a huge fan of Asamoah, so I'm actually going to put him up to number 1. So I forced wins and already made the Minnesota Vikings 0-2 to start the season. And then, like I mentioned, we have some heavy contracts to bring in. Danielle Hunter being one of them. Cam Akers is up for contract. KJ Osborne, Marcus Davenport after his 1-year deal that he just signed. Ezra Cleveland, we need to bring back. Dalton Risner, all these guys. So hopefully we can put together a good season and then keep the good guys around. But we'll have to see at mid-season and what our numbers look like then. Wow, we are 1-6 at the mid-season spot. I accidentally just hit the X Factor database. Kirk Cousins, 1,500 yards, 7 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions. Pretty low season so far. And then Cam Akers hasn't even had 100 carries on the season. He's at 366 yards, 4 per carry, and a touchdown. Very not a good season from him either. And Justin Jefferson, 41 catches, 502 yards, and 0 touchdowns. KJ Osborne still getting some production, and Jordan Addison probably needs to be a bit better, but other than that, we're looking okay. Probably should check defense though, but yeah, moving on. Jordan Hicks probably should check defense though, and here are the tackle numbers, and then TFLs. Dean Lowry actually leads the team with Hicks, and Davenport not too far off. Danielle Hunter leads the team in sacks with 2.5, so very low production all the way around for this whole team. Off to the playoffs, aka the end of the season we go, and we can't even tell what we finished, so we'll have to go all the way into standings, and then we'll find the NFC North, and then Vikings 2 wins on the season. Jesus, man, Kevin O'Connell, if he ever did that would actually be treacherous, but luckily it's just a video game. Honestly, I would like this to happen in real life. I'm a Packers fan, so let's just be honest. I didn't negotiate at all at mid-season, so we're gonna have a tough bargaining options ahead of us, or a tough bargaining time ahead of us, and we'll have to give Danielle Hunter the load, and he's going to stay with the team. And except the option. Yeah, thank God we're not signing an 87 overall tackle, because then our money would go down quite a bit. But Cam Akers, the new Viking, we want him for 3 years. He's kind of like not a focal point, but he's a big part of this rebuild and a reason why I chose the Vikings, so we'll just do that. Davenport I want back for sure. He's good in the game. He hasn't been so spectacular in real life, and actually he's been quite injured. Ezra Cleveland's going to go test free agency, which is fine. I probably will scoop him up there. Dalton Risner is back to play, baby. And Kirk Cousins, yeah, you're good to walk, my friend, and the rest of you guys will. Jordan Hicks I don't want back. CJ Ham's gone, and so will the rest of these guys. Not really interested in too much here, so we'll just let all of them walk and then start the rebuild. And we'll still need a bridge QB, and no one better than Mike White. And we'll go after Connor Williams, Leonard Williams, Rashid Shaheed, Ezra Cleveland, and Justin Jones. We're really working the trenches while getting our skill player in Rashid Shaheed to replace KJ Osborne. We'll go ahead and evaluate those offers. We bring in Justin Jones, Ezra, and Rashid, and then Connor Williams and Big Cat here are still up for grabs, but we're going to make our second round of negotiations. So we'll be going after Connor Williams, Leonard Williams, Chris Barnes, and now Mike White again. We'll try to put our best foot forward with all these guys, and we didn't actually get a single one, and we lose the leading offer on Connor Williams. It's fine. I didn't really want Connor anyways. We're kind of overpaying for him, and we already have Garrett Bradbury, so if we're going to lose any of them, that'd probably be the preferably the one that we would lose, as we still are up in negotiations with these guys. But we do bring in Mike White. Big Cat signs along with, who else was up in the air? I think it was Chris Barnes maybe, but this will be the free agent class. No big or huge hitters, maybe Leonard Williams, but we bring in speed with Rashid Shaheed for sure. We're looking good. I like this class a lot. And we obviously have the number 1 overall pick, and I haven't even done my due diligence on this draft here, but this guy right here, Danny Griffin, looks every bit worth it to me. 6'1", 203, runs in the 4.3s, 4.2s at his pro day, which is great, and great strength, A awareness, A catching, B hit power, B tackle, A zone cover. He is the guy. and I don't know where he will literally, you know, come off. If there's anyone better down the board, I would think about it, but I don't think there is. I think that we have to take the guy at the top here because big hitter, we need corner, and he looks really, really good. So Danny Griffin, maybe not worth the #1 overall pick, but we'll take him. And normal dev, how does that even happen? I have issues with this game. And in these rebuilds, I don't really look too far into the draft. I kind of just pick and then sim to my next pick and then pick. And Devin Pitts, actually 6'3", 202 pounds, A-man coverage, B-zone. Oh, that's why he's super slow. So probably look for other people, but he's kind of a nice, reliable pick if we need. So it's between Taj Lamb and Devin Pitts. No one else here really struck my interest, but Taj Lamb, strong safety, pretty athletic, B awareness, B man, B play rec, B tackling. The only thing that sucks is C zone coverage, and the CPU won't upgrade what he's weak at, and he's weak at coverage, and that's what safeties are for. But screw it, we'll take Taj Lamb. It's another normal dev player. I can't even talk straight. That's how pissed off I am. Can we get a single hidden development player? And there's no one good. I'm just gonna literally let the CPU take over, and I'll let you guys know. Draft recap 82, Danny Griffin, very good, but only normal dev. Taj Lamb was pretty good as well, and then Steve Evans, and then we get a 70 overall wide receiver down the board. Might be, oh, he's a playmaker. I was gonna say it might be a physical if he only has 89 speed, but looks good. I like our top pick for sure, Danny Griffin. I think he was every bit worth the #1 overall pick, but probably could have got a lot for him, and I don't like seeing that normal dev on him. If he had superstar X Factor, sure, I'd be through the roof right now, but normal dev sucks. So forgetting about quarterback kind of sucks, because now we're stuck with Mike White. I'll go look in free agency, see if there's anybody else, because I think we're still like a contending team, and we have such a good offensive line. Jordan Addison is here, and like I mentioned, Rashid Shaheed, welcome to the team. And then Cam Akers, obviously we brought back. Defensively, though, this is where we kind of start to struggle. We have new defensive tackle Justin Jones. We've already had Lowry and Phillips, but now we have Williams here as well to help us out. And then now Griffin will be that cornerback 1 spot, Booth and Murphy, which is actually a good few corners. And then Mekhi Blackman, I believe Minnesota, or is it USC? Yeah, he was USC. So I don't know. He's a little bit on the smaller side, but he's becoming a good player. So the best quarterback here is Jacoby Brissett. So not happening. We'll stick with Mike White. So as good as that sounds, I'm still kind of bummed about it. So at midseason, Mike White, actually 14 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, almost 1,500 yards, but just 1,400. We'll round up for him, even though that's not logic. Cam Akers, 98 carries, 356 yards, only 3.5 per carry, 3 touchdowns, and a fumble. Not a good start for him. Justin Jefferson, Rashid Shaheed, and Jordan Addison all getting equally involved, with Hawkinson not trailing their numbers too far, and Addison leading the team with 6 receiving touchdowns. Defensively, Brian Asamoah. I'm hoping for one of our linebackers to have a breakout season, but it doesn't look like any are on track to. Leonard Williams, 7 TFLs on the season. That's why we brought him in. 4 for Daniel Hunter, along with 4 sacks. Interception-wise, Danny Griffin with 4. So looking good, and hopefully he can get that Rookie of the Year dev trait upgrade, and that would be absolutely immaculate, but no guarantees. Okay, so we'll have to accept Lewis Seen's option. Justin Jones, we can consider bringing back. Chris Barnes, same thing, can consider bringing back. Dean Lowry will walk. Alexander Madison, I would like as like a power back if he's cheap enough. Leonard Williams, a big cat, if he shows out and shows up. Maybe he wants a 1-year deal, I'll consider it. Same with Harrison Phillips. He's only 28 though, so maybe longer. Cam Bynum, though, he's been playing really well in real life. He's a tackling machine. Make sure to negotiate with him. I can't find freaking words right now. Same with Byron Murphy, but the huge one here is Justin Jefferson, who has no interest in the team right now. He's going to want freaking bank. So we'll see what sort of offer we can give him like this early. Give him $31 million a year. Even though I wasn't looking to return, this offer is getting real tempting. Yeah, I'm glad it is. We're giving you literally our whole salary. So I didn't even mention to you guys our record. We are 4-2. Mike White is taking over right now, doing what he needs to do. I'm not going to negotiate with anybody else. I'm just gonna wing it. We make the playoffs. We are into the wild card. I'll go ahead and upgrade players real quick. Taj Lamb, the rookie strong safety, up to a 77 overall. Another guy I want a dev trade upgrade for, but I honestly don't think we'll get it. But Mike White, 4,200 yards. yards, 38 touchdowns, only 9 INTs. This guy is him. Rushing, AKERS over 1,000, just under 4 a carry, only 6 touchdowns on the season. Justin Jefferson went off again, almost 1,500 yards, 8 touchdowns, but 15 touchdowns for Jordan Addison. Rashid Shaheed played a great role this season. Same with TJ Hawkins socks when he needed to. Defensively, no breakout at all. Brian Asamoah was fine, nothing insane. 13 TFLs for Danielle Hunter, 13 for Leonard Williams. 8 sacks for Danielle Hunter, 5.5 for Leonard Williams, 4.5 for Marcus Davenport. Interceptions, 6 for Danny Griffin, might be close to leading the league. We'll try to beat this Green Bay team in simulation in the wild card, and we don't. So moving on to the offseason, and we'll look to improve on this season. And hopefully now that we're a good team, we have some sort of interest from Justin Jefferson, but we don't. So what we're gonna have to give him literally the world. I'm willing to give him a lot of money here. This is $24 million a year, I believe, or 34. My bad, on average. Appreciate the offer. He's going to test out free agency. The franchise tag might actually be, yeah, it's actually better. So we'll just franchise tag him. Welcome back, and you're yeah, you have no choice. You're locked. Byron Murphy is going to test free agency. Well, good luck making it through there too. I'm gonna bring you right back. Cam Bynum I want on a 3-year deal. He's good enough to bring back and maybe overpay a little bit on, and he is the only loyal one that wants to come back. Harrison Phillips back with the team. How can you say no to that face? Are you joking? Lewis Seen, we will accept that. Just keep him on the team as long as we can. Big Cat Leonard Williams is back for next year, just next year, 1-year deal. And then Mike White, of course, 30-year-old quarterback. I want him 2 years. Give him $2.5 mil. Give him 4 there. Yeah, actually, no, I'll keep it at 2.5. He signs. If he doesn't, he doesn't. So he's going to be back. Ooh, interesting players here in free agency. I would really like Greg Newsome, but he doesn't have too much interest in the team. Foye Aluakon wouldn't be horrible. We'll go after just 3 people. Greg Newsome, we're overpaying quite a bit for. And then Matthew Judon, if we get him, he'll play over Marcus Davenport. And then we'll look to reunite with Eric Hendricks. We'll see what comes of it, though. We'll evaluate these offers, and we get all of them. So Greg Newsome is on a very steep contract that is good for 7 years. Just wanted to bring in a great slot corner. Andrew Booth will kind of take that back seat. And yeah, we'll let our boys work. Matthew Judon, welcome to the team. He'll be a good edge rusher, opposing side of Danielle Hunter, and then Eric Hendricks. Welcome back to a Viking team that needs you. By the way, my voice is very deep today. It just wants to be. So yeah, and I also want to thank Celsius for everything, making this all possible. They do nothing, but I drink it, and it works. It makes me burp a little, but it helped. So we know about all these quarterbacks, which is interesting because there's only one good one. It's Justin Pruitt. He's supposed to go in the top 5. So that being said, I might just stick with Mike White. But if he falls, if Justin Pruitt doesn't go inside the top 5 and he's down to like the 6, I'll probably make my best go at it. No quarterback off the board, so that still the guy ahead of him too is still available. It's kind of the luck of the draw here, whether or not I want to keep simming. I don't think that the Panthers need quarterback though, so they probably won't. And then we'll look to trade up here. Done deal. We get there first, and we actually pick up an extra 3rd. So we do a 3rd round pick swap, and then we give him a 2nd next year. And Marcus Davenport will be on his way. It's fine. We replace him with Matthew Judon for this year. You know, all things considered, if all goes well, we should have a good shot at a new edge rusher once he's done. But Justin Pruitt, round 1 talent, we know that. And sure, this might be overvaluing a little bit, but it is quarterback. He has elite throw power, not the best athleticism by any means, but should be pretty good. Justin Pruitt, welcome to the team. 96 throw power is amazing. In the 2nd round, we'll look for something of value. Kind of a best player available sort of thing. And here he is. Here's the guy, Jonathan Hutton. Great strength, but not the best athlete either. And he's not going to have the quickest first step, but B awareness, A play rec, C power moves, B block shedding, A to C finesse moves. So all around just a good player. C tackling, that'll only get better with time. Jonathan Hutton, unfortunately, normal development, but could be a good player for us. Elusive back out of UCLA, Miles Kurse, 4.39. And could be pretty good. I don't like the juke move being C to F, but it's kind of a gamble. Anyways, let's go Miles Kurse. Normal development, but 94 speed at the position. It's not horrible and has the ability to be good. So we'll see, but like I said, normal development kind of stinks here. Draft recap, 75. Justin Pruitt's not bad. Hutton wasn't horrible, and Miles Kurse was going to be a gamble either way. And I would like to know what his juke move is. And then James Bradford, the CPU, did a good job there. And down the board, Nick McDaniels was also pretty good. So that'll be that draft. So Pruitt will come in behind one of the better lines in football, especially at the tackle position. And then we have these nice tight ends. Addison's up to superstar development. Shaheed doing well. Bradford. And then AKERS is still here. Still kind of developing. Hasn't really moved too much. But Judon. And then Daniil Hunter. And then we obviously have Eric Hendricks here as well. Brought back Justin Jones on a one-year deal. Harrison Phillips and Williams. So this is kind of just holding together for now. Not our long-term solution. And then Griffin will move up to that cornerback one spot. And then we'll have Newsome on the other side and to play the slot. And then Booth will have to take over some good responsibilities. Lamb, still that normal development stinks, and then Bynum up here. Safety's not as important in simulation, so not really 100% worried about that. Asamoah, Kendricks will cover the middle of the field, and we have a pretty good team. And I'll make sure everyone's in the right spots for specialist reasons and stuff like that. I'll upgrade players, and then I'll see you guys at the midseason. Start off, wow. Can I speak? We start off 4-3. Eric Hendricks coming off of a very solid week. Stats and awards, though. Pruitt, 1,600 yards to 10 touchdowns and a lot of interceptions. Rushing, Cam AKERS just raising that average up. Over 111 carries now. 3 touchdowns, and then receiving. Addison's actually leading the team on the few catches he has. Rashid Shaheed's still playing that great role, and he's doing a good job in it. Justin Jefferson gets paid and then gets lazy. Not what you like to see. Defensively, though, hoping for big numbers from our new edge rushing, partners, I should say. Matthew Judon and then Daniil Hunter. So nothing crazy. Judon's pretty good for 4.5 at the midseason mark. Also leads the team in TFLs, which is good. Then 3 INTs for the new / old Viking, Eric Hendricks. Oh, that's right. We didn't even sign Justin Jefferson. Oh, that's right. Okay, well, we're going to have a very, very fun contract negotiation ahead of us. So we'll try to give him 18 and then go up, 14. So this isn't horrible. He wasn't looking to return. Hey, this is what you said. We're just playing this game again. And then we're going to offer Darisaw $18 million a year for 7 years. Like, Jesus Christ, can we be handing out any bigger contracts? We're going to hold off on all these guys, all right? I'm not dealing, all right? Just give me a minute. Make the wild card again, and this time we have home field advantage. I think we might have last time, but I'm not 100% on that. Justin Pruitt finishes this season closing up on 4,000 yards. Couldn't quite get there, though. 3,937 yards, only 26 touchdowns, and a lot of interceptions. Mike White was much better. Cam AKERS was fine. He wasn't anything crazy. Pruitt was even getting out of the pocket and scrambling a little bit. Luckily, didn't fumble, but fumbled 3 times, Cam AKERS. Wow. Receiving, Justin Jefferson steps up in the second half, just beats Addison despite having more than 20 more catches than Jordan Addison. I really can't speak right now. I don't know what's going on. So 12 touchdowns for Addison. He's becoming quite the demon recently. Eric Hendricks, finally, someone over 100 tackles in a single season. Williams, 17 TFL, 16 for Judon, and 11 sacks for him. And Big Cat was also looking to renew that contract as well. Daniil Hunter, no sack production compared to what we would like to see from him. Andrew Booth leads the team in interceptions. Can we beat the Buccaneers in simulation in the wild card? Nope, cannot. We'll be moving along. Panthers beat the Raiders in the Super Bowl. Joe Burrow was your MVP. Coach of the year was Clyde Holland. And then offensive player of the year was Jonathan Taylor. Defensive player of the year, Micah Parsons, Callum Devlin, and Brett McGee make your defensive rookies of the year. Or not defensive, they just make your rookies of the year. I'm off the rails right now. All right, Justin Jefferson, let's get you paid, buddy. 7 years, and we're going to go up to as far as $20 million yearly. And then we'll try this. All right, this go through. Let me know. This is exactly the offer he was hoping to get. Next season will be great. Well, welcome back. You're getting paid our whole salary cap, except Jordan Addison's option. He's an X factor too. You've got to be absolutely shitting me. He's gonna be worth the world. We're not gonna accept that option because we're gonna have to wait till he progresses more. And so we'll just get that deal done as soon as possible. It needs to be done. Bridge player Matthew Judon was great for us last season. He's fairly cheap and he has interest in coming back. Welcome back. Justin Jones is a no. Eric Hendricks is a no. Ed Ingram can leave. Fine with all this. Big Cat can come back. He seems to be a never aging machine and he's going to be back. Bradbury on a 1-year deal, 77 overall, 31 years of age, as he will be back as well on just that 1-year deal like I mentioned. Same with Reisner. I'm sure it'll be the same thing here. Hopefully he comes back. He's back. Asamoah has not materialized at all, and then we'll get this deal done with Andrew Booth, maybe 5 years. and then $4 million a year should get it done pretty easily for Andrew Booth Jr. And then, yeah, we'll look in free agency to help improve the team. Middle linebacker seems to be a weakness of ours right now. Look to fill that gap, and then maybe rely on guys like Osimo and Kendricks again if we need to re-sign them. We'll be going after David Ajabo as the long-term Matthew Judon. What is it? Replacement. Nakobe Dean will come in, and Leo Chanel will play the middle of the field. So we'll have a young front there, and then Javon Kinlaw to come in and kind of play that Justin Jones role as he was on his way out. Javon Kinlaw will make his way in, but he won't be playing too much as we still have Harrison Phillips and the other guy, Harrison Phillips and Big Cat Leonard Williams is back, but maybe he can develop and play a good enough role. But we get all Ajabo, Nakobe Dean, and Leo Chanel, and Javon Kinlaw I'm sure will sign this time around as he does. So that will be our free agent class headed into the draft. Oh, here we go. Moses Odom in the first round around the back end here. Great strength. He looks like a pretty good athlete. B block shedding, B finesse moves, B power moves, B play rack, A to C awareness, B tackle. He's got to be the move. Hidden development, Moses Odom. A Hall of Fame name, by the way. Oh my God, I didn't even realize how iconic that could be. Here we go. Here's a converted tight end in the back end of the third round. He just needs to stack on some weight. And 6'5", 23 out of Yale. This guy's smart as hell. He can pick up a tight end position real quick. A spec catch. Maybe if he had better route running, or not route running, if he had better blocking ability, then maybe. But other than that, David Whitmore looks pretty good. But back here, there's always also this guy who's a playmaker. He's 6'2". He doesn't really have too much athleticism, and he's got a kick return, B spec catch. He looks fine, but I'd rather have David Whitmore. And this is the guy right here. I don't even have to see his ratings. They could be horrible. F injury. This guy looks good. And then look at the second, first. Like, he looks good. We'll go Preston McMullen here. He'll sit for a year behind Garrett Bradbury, and then he'll get his shot if he's a good enough overall, of course. Draft recap: 73 overall Moses Odom and 73 overall Preston McMullen, and then they got Devontae Telfer back here. I don't know what he does well, but looks like a pretty good athlete for, you know, a speed rusher out of LSU. Maybe a little bit of the lighter side. I don't know if he's your traditional 3-4 or okay, yeah, 258. That makes a lot more sense. 76 finesse. He looks good. So Pruitt right now, he needs to break out, have a little bit better of a season, but till then, he will be our starting, or I guess he'll be a 79 overall, leading the team. Rashid Shaheed, Justin Jefferson, and then Jordan Addison, obviously a great wide receiving duo, but I need Addison to stop progressing. He's going to be worth so much, and I don't want to, I would rather franchise tag him for another year and just do that and whatnot and not deal with it. But here's our middle linebackers. Leo Chanel and Nakobe Dean will come in and play. Not too much different here. Matt Judon, Daniil Hunter, and then Ajabo is the long-term replacement for Matt Judon, as he's still young enough. I think he's 26 at this point. Then Bynum and then Lamb will continue to play our safety positions. Griffin is superstar development now, so far he's been paying off. Greg Newsome still here. Booth and Mekhi Blackman. And then obviously we have Odom, Kinlaw, and then this guy right here, Hutton, who I'd rather have these two playing right here, Odom and Hutton. Williams and Phillips here as well. And then outside linebacker, which one was the guy that the CPU drafted? Is it Daniels from the LSU guy? Whatever. All that's set, and I'll make sure everything else is, and then we'll be on our way. 4-3 start again. You've got to be joking. Looks like we have some tandem breakouts on defense. Upgrade players, I won't worry about that. But statistically, Justin Pruitt's a lot better than last season. 1,800 yards, 12 touchdowns, and only 5 interceptions to start. And then Cam Akers up at 4 yards a carry. Jordan Addison's leading the team. He's been so good in the role he's playing, and it definitely shows with his dev trait and how much he's going to be worth after this season, as he's well on pace for over 1,500 yards. Leo Chanel, 60 tackles at the midseason point, 5 TFLs. 8 for Harrison Phillips leads the team, and he's tied with, I'm guessing, okay, Big Cat. 5.5 sacks for Matthew Judon. It's not bad. And then 5 from Daniil Hunter's good. Greg Newsome leads the team with 2 interceptions and only 1 for Judon and 1 for Scene. Scene's probably getting very little playtime, and he's making the best of it. So Jordan Addison, like I mentioned, is going to be worth a shit ton of money. He is only 24, so that even, raises it, and he's not even worth too much yet. So I'd like to get the negotiations off and running before he gets too far out, but he's going to stay with the team. Gave him virtually anything he wanted. Cam Akers, once again, we're just going to have to sign him back. He's one of the reasons I chose this team once again. So this season, or this offer's good. Next season will be good, all that good stuff. And then right tackle Brian O'Neill, hopefully I'll have interest by the end of the season. And other than that, I'll have to consider some of these guys to be gone and might finally move on from Reisner. Judon, if he plays well enough again. Bradbury's gone. Leonard Williams, big cap, might be gone after this season. Javon Kinlaw, I can guarantee you will be gone. And then Martin Gonzalez, superstar kicker, might have to bring him back. But other than that, we'll just be moving and scooting along. And playing in the wild card without home field advantage stinks. But let's see the stats on the season. Pruitt was great. 4,399 yards, basically 4,400 yards, 32 touchdowns, only 10 interceptions. A lot better than last season. Cam Akers was really good, all things considered. Receiving, Addison was so good. Jefferson not too far behind him. And Rashid Shaheed still playing that steady third role, and he's been so good doing it. Defensively, though, this is where things can get interesting. As Leo Chenal, 113 tackles, 7 for loss and 3 sacks. Quite the versatile weapon. He was, interception-wise. Greg Newsome led the team with 3, Griffin with 2, and then 1 for a bunch of players. QB sacks. Matthew Judon leads the team with 10. Only half a sack behind him is Daniil Hunter. Moses Odom got to the quarterback like crazy. 8 on his very limited snaps. I think he played very limited snaps, but still found a way to the quarterback a lot. Put up better numbers than Leonard Williams, all things considered. TFL's Daniil Hunter led the team there with Matthew Judon not too far behind him. So a lot of things to be excited about. And if we make it past the divisional and wild card, then I might consider jumping in. But until then, we'll just simulate through these games as we make it to the 15-2 Green Bay Packers. They're an 84 overall. Is their playbook really that good? Or they brought in a coach from a different playbook, probably the Cowboys. And that will propel them to the win here as we will try our best. And we do. We beat them. I'm just going to doubt every time now, and then we might win. Conference championship, that we will go ahead and just sim towards the end of the game, see if we need to hop in and save the Vikings at any point. They seem to be holding their own this early, going up 21-7. Make that 28-7. We are dominating right now, and don't want to speak too soon. 35-7, 35-14, 42-14, 21-42. And yeah, this one's over. We absolutely decimated the so-called unbeatable Dallas Cowboys. And in Madden 24, they've had very overpowered playbooks in the past. I don't know if that's patched, fixed, or anything yet, but definitely beat them this time around, 42-21. What an NFC championship game. And it was Pruitt who was near perfect. 24 of 29, 295 and 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. What a game for him. Cam Wakers was no good. Receiving, really good game from Jefferson and Lamb. Other than that, no one really stepped up to the plate here to play. Rashid Shaheed had quite a few yards on very little catches, so good for him. TFL's nobody really wrecked the game for anyone or anything here. It doesn't really look like it. Moses Odom is coming along really well with star development. We'll upgrade him. And what do we need to upgrade on him? We'll just do the weakest thing in his arsenal, and that would be speed rusher. Move him up to a 77 true overall, and he goes up +2 tackling too. So he looks really good for this early in a career. Preston McMullen, same thing. Just upgrade on what he's bad at, and that would be pass protector, and hopefully he goes up, and overall it looks like he does. So we're getting these young guys kitted and fitted in case we need them. And we're against the 15-2 Kansas City Chiefs. Didn't seem to matter when we were against the 15-2 Green Bay Packers, but I'd be a little bit more worried about this one. Who got good stuff this year? It's Daniil Hunter, who's down to an 84 overall. Oh, this is bad, but hopefully he can rebound and not regress too much before the Super Bowl starts, because man, that shit hit quick. It's 31 years of age. Can't believe he was a LSU product. For some reason, he doesn't feel like an LSU guy. Maybe because he's been in purple his whole career and kind of just don't think that it'd be the same. I don't know what I'm ranting on about. Throw on the run. We need an improviser to go up here for Mr. Pruitt, and we will upgrade that. Wow. I mean, is he fat or what sort of gear he got on? They're doing this man dirty. 226 is pretty big for a quarterback. Well, is it? I don't really know. Rashee Rice, I love to see how he developed in this one. Unfortunately, we're going to have to guard him, though, but Superstar X Factor. We'll hop into this game. Let's play out the Super Bowl and see if our team needs any help or if they can decimate the Chiefs like they did the Cowboys. Jump forward to the end of the game, and hopefully we don't get off to a bad start. We need a quick start. 7-0. Not a good look so far. No points, really. 7-7, so we're holding kind of our own here. 10-7, and can someone go down and score, please? 14-13. Okay, we're gonna have to slow this one down. Jump to next play very slowly here. Very good drive from the Minnesota Vikings. Look at that. Get in there. Get in there. Okay, we can't lose yards here. 3rd and 2. Big play. And 1st and goal. And then we're gonna have a touchdown. 16-21. Now we have a lead, and that is not gonna stop the the freaking Chiefs from going down and scoring a touchdown with Rashee Rice and putting in, I think, a 2-point conversion there to make it a 3-point game. We'll hop in. Cam Akers on the team now. Is he going to be wearing 31? I really hope not, as we'll go to him here. Nope, never mind. Hewitt, are you joking? Or Pruitt, not Hewitt, but you joking me? What was that throw? Very bad. And we'll go to our very talented receiver, pick up a block. Justin Jefferson working up the field. Good for him, getting up, and we'll go hurry up here and try to get this one into Cam Akers' hands on the ground. See what he can do. See if he can break any tackles, move up the middle. See, take time off the clock as well. We'll go hurry up and do it again. Shoe clock would be nice, but I don't really know how to really turn that stuff on. And Akers going to push forward in this one, and we will run this one. We'll run for the first down and more. Okay, here we go. So ball carrier, conservative. No, that's not what we need. What do we need? Double tap? Tempo? What are we talking about here? No huddle? No, what? Shoe clock. There we go. All right, so I think shoe clock's on now. So what we'll do, I want to flip this play. Can I do that? Can I flip it? You press that and then, okay, so I guess we can't flip it. So what we're going to do, we're going to go RPO, and that we'll just hand it off. And that will get it out to Cam Akers. And I don't know, the full effect of shoe clock here, but we'll see. Oh yeah, shoe clock is in full effect right now. That might have been the wrong move. This one will just have to be thrown up. And that was intended for a screen, but we aren't even in field goal range. That's something to remember. So that's kind of stinky. I mean, we're in field goal range. I'm sure we can get something happening, but other than that, we'll see. And can we just go to Rashid Shaheed, trying to bring that one in? We can't. Are we in field goal range? Because if not, then I have absolutely screwed the pooch on this one. They're going to say Martin Gonzalez can hit it. So we'll see what sort of thing he can do. He's got wind in his direction as well. 1:15 left on the clock. This one will be up, and will this one be good or not? This one is up and good from 57. Super Bowl. Yeah, no bigger kick in this young kid's career, as he barely just makes it in there. Huge kick. Kansas City with 38 seconds. They are in field goal range. How does this happen? You got to be joking. This one probably to win the game. This one might be a good chip shot here for Cade Yorks. We'll try to get up and block it. They can't. There'll be very little amount of time left on the clock for us to capitalize. And I would like to just get Jefferson on his own on one side of the field here. Maybe go quick, but no, can't do it. This one will just be picked off, and it's game over. It's never going to be good. So, oh man, yeah, that's that. Yeah, I think we'll end it here. I'm on a little bit of a time crunch anyways, but it's been a fun rebuild, just to lose to the Chiefs. Obviously isn't fun, but that'll be all. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, consider leaving a like, go down, subscribe, go watch any of the past content. I guarantee you will enjoy it. And yeah, that'll be all. So yeah, that'll be all for me. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. Deuces.